Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky.
I put a poll out on Instagram asking you guys if I should buy a quad. 88% of you guys said I should buy a quad. So twist my arm, why don't you? We are going to buy a quad today. I asked you guys, did you want to see a Predator, YFZ 450, or a Raptor? And it was a close race. The Predator was not even in the runnings, but the Raptor and the YFZ 450, tight race. But ultimately, the Raptor came out on top. So that's what we're going to get today, is a Raptor. We're about to drive 2 hours away to go pick this quad up. Hopefully it is everything the guy says it is. If it is what he says it is, I should be a quad owner today, and that's pretty exciting. We secured the bag. Raptor 660, yes sir. Well, boys, she is officially in her new home in the garage, parked up next to the 5.0. It's extremely late and I got work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna mess with this tonight, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, here it is, the new to me 05 Yamaha Raptor 660R. And yeah, it's awesome. It looks amazing. Quite honestly, guys, I don't know a whole lot about this quad, or honestly any quad or dirt bike in general. Here's a little history on my dirt toy experience. I've owned 3 dirt bikes: CR125, KX125, and a CRF 450. Every single one of those bikes has absolutely sucked. For some reason, every time I went to go look at those bikes, they started up just fine, they rode just fine. It was perfect. They were a great running machine. Now I get it home, won't start, won't ride, won't go into gear, won't shift, won't this, won't that. Just to say, I have had a terrible experience buying anything dirt related. So I'm hoping 4 times the charm with the Raptor. Like I said, don't know much about the quad dirt bike scene, but what I do know is my neighbors are probably gonna absolutely hate me. If you guys watch the videos, you guys know I like to ride my toys in the neighborhood, and I live in a regular suburban neighborhood where riding dirt bikes, snowmobiles, and quads through the neighborhood is frowned upon. Quite obviously, I do it anyways, and for some reason, I've been able to get away with riding snowmobile in the neighborhood. Never really got a complaint about that or heard anything about it, but for some reason, I have a feeling with this thing here, it's not gonna fly. All right, enough of that, back to the Raptor. So like I said, 05 Raptor 660R. Starting at the front, these tires are looking a little thin on tread, to be honest. Probably gonna need some new rubbers in the front. Plastics in the front are honestly in pretty good shape. Few scuffs here that are pretty deep. This is just a little scuff, not too bad. Over here, really no issue. One thing on the front though is the reverse switch clip is broken to hold it in. So like you come down here and it's just like, it just wobbles. There's a broken clip. Probably a cheap part to replace. I don't know much about quad suspension, but this seems like it's pretty good. Come over here to the handlebars. So he has these aftermarket handlebars on here. Don't really know what brand, but they're pretty cool looking, match the build. Aftermarket levers, clutch and brake. One thing I do need to replace is the grips. These things are pretty much clapped and they are too big for the bars. You can see there's a good amount of play there. So I got to get new grips and the right size. Come to the back of the quad here. This fender is, it's kind of clapped. I did a little bougie zip tie stitch here because this is like completely cracked here and was splitting apart. So drilled some holes and put red zip ties in there to kind of match the whole red theme we got going on here. Seat's actually in like honestly amazing shape. It's a little dirty back here, but it's a quad. What do you expect? No rips, no tears. Back tires are like practically brand new, so I don't need to replace those. This funny story about this, so the rear bumper that was on here, this is not what it came with. We went to go lift it in the bed of my truck, and I lifted up on the rear bumper literally at the dude's house, and the whole bumper basically ripped off the back. I really wanted a rear bumper on here in case I want to put it in my truck, and I didn't feel like waiting 2 to 3 weeks for a bumper to ship. So me and Brandon actually custom made this bumper. We went to Menards, got steel tubing, and then welded this bumper, grinded down the welds, drilled holes, and painted it, and it looks like really freaking good. I was considering buying an aftermarket bumper, but quite honestly, this is like honestly probably just as good as an aftermarket bumper, so I'm probably gonna run this for a while. Come down here, chain needs lube. He said probably replace the chain soon, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace the chain. Yeah, that thing is worn out. And the back brake. So look at the rotor. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but the rotor surface it's clapped, dude. Like you could cut your hand on this. He said the back brakes needed to be replaced, and he was not lying. Like it does not stop with the back brakes. You really got to use the fronts. So I'm going to replace the pads and the rotor. Over here we have a DG muffler. I have really no clue about these, but it sounds really good. The exhaust hanger on the muffler is broke off, and the old bumper had an exhaust hanger on it, I believe, or there was one here, I'm not sure. But there was another exhaust hanger on the quad. that broke off too, so he has some wire holding it up, and honestly, like, I'm not even mad. It does the job. You can't even notice it. One thing I do want to get on here is, for the short time I've ridden it, I noticed that this header does not have a heat shield, and it's supposed to. It gets extremely hot, especially if you're riding in shorts, so I need to go ahead and get a heat shield on here ASAP. Other maintenance things I'm going to do since I just got it is I want to grease all the fittings. Like I said, brakes in the rear, new chain. Probably going to change or at least clean the air filter and do an oil change. Oh, and one other thing, my quad guys, let me know what this means. So I looked at the coolant. I didn't really notice this when I bought it, but the coolant is like tinted brownish black. I've heard that cannot be good, but sometimes it's not bad. So I think I'm going to try doing a coolant flush and see if it stays clean. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. Like I mentioned before, the best thing about this quad is right here. Ready? I've never had a quad that's done that before. It's too much fun! It's too much fun!
It is insanely loud. When you went by his house, dude, it just echoed off. It was so loud.
Well, that is enough of this. The cops will probably be here any second at this point. You guys know how people have like those locally hated stickers on their truck and nobody knows who they are, nor do they hate them? Well, I think I could rep a locally hated sticker on my truck because my neighbors absolutely hate me. I got so many plans for this thing, so many things I want to do with it, so many videos I want to create, and yeah, it's like really exciting. If you guys liked today's video, smash a huge thumbs up on today's video. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think. Did I do good on the new purchase? And like I always say, if you guys are new here or you've been watching for a while and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me.